Looks like no one is immune to controversy these days. And of course, when it's Hollywood, the controversy and scandals are supposed to be 10 times worse. Recently, famous comedian Katt Williams addressed his ongoing disagreement with Kevin Hart, making sure he left no stone unturned. And boy oh boy, did he have a lot to say. As far as Katt is concerned, your favorite comedian Kevin Hart has sold his soul this time. Here's everything we know so far. Katt has recently stated with confidence as the story has unfolded that he will not care about what others say about Kevin wearing a dress in his profession, because there is a long legacy of comedians adopting unorthodox roles that came before him. Katt yet draws attention to the fact that many comedians have, like Kevin, pushed the boundaries of acceptable behavior and violated societal norms to advance their careers. And no, that is not an exaggeration. Of course, Kevin, who previously believed in the value of personal boundaries and the constant refusal to give up on core values, seems to have lost his bearings in his search for fame.
Definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress. I mean, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross. For me, I know what they are. You got to know that you're a brand. Yeah. I'm a brand. You need to protect your brand at all times.
Now, the rivalry between the two comedians has never been a secret, and Katt has made allegations in the past that Kevin may have compromised his morals and sold his soul to achieve the kind of success and celebrity he has attained.
Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him.
Then again, Kevin has rejected all such claims by suggesting that Katt is placing the blame for his difficulties on Hollywood, and that it is nothing but resentment that he holds for actors who are more successful than him. Oof, talk about a low blow. Meanwhile, Katt stands firm from his viewpoint and is not scared to say what is on his mind. He thinks that there is no limit to Kevin's ambition for success, which leads him to assume that Kevin is willing to sacrifice anything to achieve the highest level of his profession. As of now, Kevin Hart has been performing all over the world on what appears to be an unstoppable tour, gaining fans' hearts and taking over stages. Kevin, who is famous for his tenacious work ethic, boasts that he is the comic industry's hardest working performer. His Twitter bio says, "My name is Kevin Hart, and I work hard," which says a lot about him. Yet there is still an ongoing aura of uncertainty among some people, and one prominent voice in this regard is the mysterious Katt Williams. In the past, Katt has provided signals that indicate that he believes Kevin's success may have been affected by factors other than just his hard work. The gossip mill in Hollywood has for a long time spread whispers about a unique custom, which is the assumption that black male entertainers are obliged to assume a dress on screen before they can rise to the next tier of fame. Then again, it should not be assumed that this is an isolated claim. In 2006, during his appearance on The Oprah Winfrey Show, the well-known comedian Dave Chappelle shed light on a topic related to this issue. He admitted that he had turned down a staggering proposal worth $50 million from Comedy Central because he was aware that such enormous money came with stipulations that could undermine his artistic integrity and ideals.
I know, I'm like Spider-Man, Peter. With great power comes great responsibility.
No, but it does. And
yeah, you're absolutely right.
You just don't get to 50 million with no strings attached.
But at a certain point, it was like, all right, this is enough.
Colleagues recorded as saying that you had become increasingly paranoid. Would you say you were paranoid?
Sure.
That said, in the entertainment business, it takes more than just skill and devotion to be successful. We know that much by now for sure. Not to forget, some legends speak of a hidden hand tugging strings behind the scenes and dictating the routes that lead to fame and success. So even if Kevin Hart may strongly refute any such views, speculation continues, which adds a sense of mystery and intrigue to the already compelling world of show business. Now, it seems like wherever you turn, there's a news story about a famous person who got themselves into some odd or troubling position that happened to coincide with a turning point in their career. For example, Mariah Carey signed a deal reportedly for $100 million, only to find herself involved in a series of puzzling scandals in the years that followed. In a similar vein, Martin Lawrence's career took an unsettling turn after he was caught on camera displaying a firearm and making threatening statements. These events frequently take place at the same time as a pivotal stage in their journey, giving rise to the possibility that they may soon move on to the next level of accomplishment. And that's the string we are referring to, that comes attached with the amount of money these actors, including Kevin Hart, receive. That said, given the disturbing tendency that has grown in recent years, many people are wondering why there is even a demand for Black artists to wear dresses on film in the first place. More interestingly, Dave's observation that successful and talented comedians are being singled out in this way raises doubts about the true intentions driving the campaign. So there's that. Then again, when it came to Kevin Hart, he was thrust into the limelight in 2012 when he was asked for his thoughts on Dave Chappelle's allegations. Kevin laughed at the idea and shook his head in disbelief, but he didn't outright reject it. He highlighted the significance of setting limits for oneself and pledged not to cross them. And even though Kevin hasn't had to wear a dress yet, he remains unshakable in his dedication to following his values and ethics. But of course, Katt says otherwise. Not to mention, this isn't Kevin's first rodeo when it comes to scandals and petty controversies, so there might just be some truth to Katt's outrageous claims. You see, the popular Jumanji actor was put in a harrowing position in 2017 when a video surfaced claiming to show him with another lady and may be used as blackmail. As a result, Kevin Hart's life was turned upside down, and he felt obligated to apologize to his family for the hurt he had caused. Having a daughter like Heaven in particular made him realize how serious the consequences of his actions may be for his loved ones. Even worse than confronting his daughter, Heaven, was the public outrage he received after the adultery scandal broke. Kevin expressed that the way he spoke was beyond any other. He truly regretted when he made up with his daughter and apologized from the bottom of his heart. Although we are aware that it is typical practice in the entertainment industry to test the limits of its stars by asking them to do things that they would never do in real life. Dave and Kevin's stories both show how difficult it can be for creative people to juggle the pressures of their careers with the values they hold dear. To be completely frank, Katt and Kevin's anchor toward one another is obvious and dates back years. Today, Katt Williams is now setting the record straight about his concerns that Kevin may have made some questionable choices on his route to fame, and why he thinks the record needs to be fixed. And while fans wait for Katt's honest confessions, tensions between the two comedians continue to escalate, making us all question whether there is more to the story of Kevin Hart's allegedly soul-selling search for fame and fortune than we've been led to believe so far. That's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you again with more updates on everything. Goodbye!